Today, I'm sitting down with Steven Valentine. Steven runs Choke Grappling out of Central Oregon, a submission grappling promotion that hosts live events across the Northwest. We talk about building a business in a niche sport, betting on yourself, and why fear might actually be your greatest advantage.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a matchup!
All right, welcome to the Venture into Business podcast. Today we got Steven Valentine here. So let's talk about Choke Grappling.
Yes, let's talk about Choke Grappling.
Where did it come from?
From a place just like this, from the mats. All of us love jiu-jitsu. We were doing jiu-jitsu, and some people on the mats are like, why don't you do a show? My background was in MMA, mixed martial arts events, promoting shows. And we were all done with rounds, and everybody's like, man, we need to do a show. And I said no for a very long time because I did not want to get back into promoting. Not always easy life. And I was happy back then, so I was like, not going to do it.
You didn't want to shake the soda can.
I had no stress. But, as jiu-jitsu grew and the gyms kept opening and you just see all the kids and the people and the family and the community, it's like, how can you not?
Oh, okay. Well, I know at your guys' last show in April, right?
March 21st.
All right. In March, the wrestling was epic. I wasn't expecting
We tried to coin the name grappling instead of jiu-jitsu because we wanted the grappling because my son grew up wrestling. I wrestled here in town. And again, it's the same community. You got mat clubs everywhere. Deschutes Mat Club, La Pine, Kirk County, all these mat clubs all over. And you got these kids in high school wrestling their butts off. I mean, shout out to women's wrestling. It's the fastest growing sport right now in high school, which is amazing.
Isn't that how you open the show?
Yep, with the girls.
I'm telling you.
I'm saying, and if you're going to come to the Father's Day show, we're going to do that again. We got some of the top girls in the state that are going to be doing some exhibitions and in front of their family and friends and all the dads on Father's Day. So it's the grappling community,
All right, well, next question. Your nickname that I know you from, I got it from what was it, Northwest Fight Scene magazine?
Yep, I was working with Northwest Fight Scene magazine back then, trying to promote paper, like print magazines.
Print. How'd you get into that?
I was working for Desert Brawl back here in Bend.
Shout out JT.
Shout out JT Taylor. All the old Desert Dogs. JT had this show, which you know very well, right? You've been a part of. And that was big, and I was going to college. Nobody knew what jiu-jitsu or fighting was. They didn't know what an armbar was. So I started writing pre- and post articles on desertbrawl.com. I got picked up by Northwest Fight Scene magazine. I really didn't know what to do with my hands. Dude, everybody back then was doing this. Like, this is the thing. And I'm like, dude,
I'm not a fighter.
I don't fight. I mean, I've had brain surgery. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Wait, you've had brain surgery?
I've had 8 brain surgeries, yes. 8.
Is 8 enough, or
I hope so.
You're going back for a 9?
I hope so. I hope so. No more, please.
So is there any money in being a promoter? Is there any money in martial arts? Is there any money outside of UFC and title boxing or whatever that is? Like, you rich? Where's your Rolex?
I think every coach, gym owner, small promoter, no, man. I mean, yeah, you can make some money in MMA, but not here in the state of Oregon. The state takes all your money, right?
Your money.
That's why there's no fights here in Oregon.
Thanks, Athletic Commission.
Yeah, we love you. But no, man, jiu-jitsu right now is growing. We're trying to figure it out, try to help pay the athletes more money. That's really, for me, is a big thing. The athletes, formerly like yourself, are my friends.
Well, you're able to pay them?
I'm trying.
I didn't make any money.
I know, can you believe that? Yeah, how many times you fight without making money?
I had 20 fights with no pay.
Yep. See?
And in my first paid fight, I made $500.
Yep. See?
Come on.
So everybody that's competing at the show on Father's Day is going to walk away with some cash if they win. We have some amazing sponsors that have been helping out with the local community. Honestly, if it wasn't for all these sponsors, shout out to all you amazing sponsors that are helping with Choke Grappling. I wouldn't exist because I put every dollar and dime I have into it. And yeah, we don't make a ton of money. It's not like we're in stadiums yet. So obviously the goal is to get there and make a little money back. But for now, we're just trying to provide the experience and show what we love, what we do here.
Well, so there's going to be entrepreneurs watching this thinking to themselves, how do you just get a sponsor? Do you knock on business doors and say, hey, wrestling's cool? Like, how do you convince people to put money into submission wrestling, which, like,
not a lot of people care about.
Man,
to be honest.
that's the trick, and I almost don't want to give it away.
Okay, well,
but you know what? I'm all about community and people, and I will. And here's what I'll say. I have a business management degree, and I was really quick to hit the streets and be like, give me money, give me money, give me money. And you might get someone that'll give you money. And then, yay, they gave you money and you put it into your business. But then what was their return on their investment? And did it help them out as a business?
They're not going to come back a second time if there's no ROI.
No, you know what I mean? And so at the end of the day, I look at, is that business going to help my business? And can I help my business help that business? And can we coexist and help each other and grow as a team? I don't go to the strip club to get a sponsorship for kids wrestling.
That's not Desert Brawl anymore.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to just really know your demographic and your customer base and what you can bring back to them for helping you, because that's really what they're doing. They're helping you grow the business and the brand.
So with your sponsors, are you able to survive financially, or you can't be making money after just 1 or 2 shows, right?
No. If it wasn't for the sponsors, there wouldn't be a show. The athletes wouldn't get paid. We would not have the quality of production that we do. That's one of the things I've taken from my 15-year career in MMA. And so, what were we talking about? I
was saying, the eighth brain surgery. Yeah. I used to get punched in the face too.
Yeah.
But how are you surviving financially? Is really.
Oh no, man, we're not. We're building a brand. We're building an experience, and we're building.
You believe in it.
We believe, yeah. And I sit myself in every single seat at the show because I want the experience to be what I feel inside for them to feel. So every dollar goes into making that experience count, right? Like what they see on the screen, the music, the lights, what they watch on the stream if you're in Portland.
Presentation.
Right. And so for me, how many times have you bought a ticket to a show and been so irritated at the level of production and how much it costs, and then you're like, and that guy's got money in his pocket? Like,
I sit tableside at your show, so I don't know how those peasants sit in the back.
Yeah, seats are almost sold out already. 3 seats left.
By the time this airs, it will be sold out.
They will be, you're right.
It will be sold out. Okay, so how do you deal with the stress? Like, it's got to be stressful to know that you're not going to eat unless you get sponsorships, and you're not going to get sponsorships unless you put yourself out there, and putting yourself out there is nerve-wracking.
Stress, yeah, stress is a business owner is stress, and that comes with. But life is stress, and for me, what I've learned is how you handle stress is how you are as a person, and so it honestly translates to me the same way it does in these mats. You saw I got my butt kicked out there, and
I'll edit the footage so it looks like you're winning everything. Yes. Yeah, this is nothing but Valentine, dude.
And you get your butt kicked in life every day sometimes, but you keep showing up and you keep believing in betting on yourself, and sooner or later it pays dividends, right?
You can't fake it in the gym. You're either getting worked or you're working.
Right.
And no matter what, as soon as you get confident, like I'm working, you're like, cool, that was white belts, now it's blue belts.
Yep. And there's always something to learn and grow, right? Even as a business owner, there's always some new thing popping out you don't know about that you got to figure out and learn and study all night long to try to figure out. AI and everything, right?
Like, how to do this, how to do that. Yeah. It's so completely involved. So if there's a young entrepreneur out there thinking to themselves, I love fighting, I love wrestling, I love all this, and I want to start my own submission league. A couple points of advice would you give to them besides don't do it because it's too hard?
Yeah, don't.
That's what every time I ask this question, the business owners always like, I wouldn't recommend doing what I did.
No, I wouldn't, because you got to be crazy. I mean, first you really got to be a little crazy. And I think for me, I've just been really a fan of writing things down and then sleeping on it and then sitting in it and sitting with it for a while. For me, if it's inside of me so much to the point that I can't stop thinking about it, I'm a little crazy, and you got to be a little crazy. And if you're a little crazy about something you seriously believe in that keeps you up at night, then just bet on yourself for a little bit and see what happens.
Let's talk about quitting and mindset and all of that. What's your mindset? How do you not quit? How do you get through the day to day?
God, that's I think it's a skill you have to learn. It's not like you can just be like, oh, I'm just not going to quit today. Like, you're still going to feel like you want to quit. It's a skill. Same with patience. You have to practice
Practice not quitting?
Yeah, you have to practice, because there are days where you kick things around, you throw things. I'm fucking done with this. Excuse me, I'm done with this. And then
you can't say fucking on this.
Sorry. And then, like, you got me back. You got me back from the old days. No, man, I'm really, really telling myself that failure is an option, quitting is not. I will fail
Oh,
a million times
dude.
and I'm happy with it, right?
Yeah, you gotta fail.
Like,
Nobody
so-
gets through life without failing unless they're just handed everything.
Yes.
Screw that, dude.
So that's my thing, is learn to accept the failures. In fact, invite the failures and be like, fail, 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 fail.
Don't hide from it.
Just don't quit.
100%. I agree with that. And I think that's what anyone who's watching this can resonate with most, is that you are going to fail and it's going to hurt.
Yep.
And then you're going to try again and you're going to fail again. It's going to hurt more.
Yep.
And then it's what is that old saying? Get knocked down 5 times, get up 6 or whatever.
Yep. But what they don't tell you about that is how much it hurts inside getting up, and how much, especially nowadays with being online and social media and everybody sees your fails.
Well, they see your positives more than anything because you don't put the fails on, right?
Depends. Like certain failures everyone sees. Poster mistakes, spelling a name wrong on a poster. There's a lot of failures that can be seen, especially nowadays. And you just really got to have that strength in yourself. Like I said, that it's just another day in the office. Nothing's going to stop me.
Yeah, and just because you made these small mistakes, or I'm getting critique from someone who's never made these mistakes. No, you've made mistakes too, dude, and you just don't have the guts right now to pull off and do what we're doing.
Yep.
So you have confidence, but you also have fear.
Bad. You'd never not have fear. That's something that I think also comes from being on the mats and coming in here every day. And, and I don't compete, obviously. I've had brain surgery, but back when my son was competing and we were around all the wrestling and stuff, he would come on the mats and he'd be crying, scared. And we always said the same thing. Harness that fear. Harness that feeling. We love that fear because this is what makes us push ourselves to be the best we can be.
Breathe it in, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So for me, fear is a little awesome when I get that little feeling because I know I'm about to do something great.
When is the next show? It's June, Father's Day, right?
Talk about scary. There weren't a lot of dates to pick.
You picked Father's Day? Sunday?
Sunday.
That's for monster trucks.
It's, man, when we talked about the dates with my partner Lingo Diaz, shout out Lingo, we were like, man, there's not really any good dates in June. We should have picked this earlier, the year ahead. We were behind the 8 ball. And I started talking to athletes. I'm like, would you want to compete on Father's Day? And they were like, hell yeah. What am I going to do, golf?
Yeah.
And so
that's a gift to the fathers.
Yeah, because
Papa's got to wrestle.
Yeah, and everyone's like, what happens on Father's Day? We got to barbecue and hang out with the kids. Okay, we'll bring them to Choke. And I got Ola serving food. Shout out to Ola. So we're going to have on Father's Day, June 21st, doors at 4, all ages event. I've got some pretty cheap tickets for kids, only $15.
So wait, where's this at?
At the Midtown Ballroom. Shout out to Jim in the Midtown. Those guys are amazing.
Jim's epic. I like Jim.
He's so awesome, man. We've been doing shows there for so long. And we've been able to open up upstairs this time, 21 and over. So you get to do the shoot down look, for all the 21 and over upstairs.
It was at your last show, it was crowded.
Yep.
It was busy. It was a sellout.
Yep.
And I think that was the best grappling show I've ever been to. The crowd went wild.
Yep. And if you missed it, go to YouTube, Choke Grappling, and you can see every single piece of the action from Choke 4. But
it's so much better in person. It was electric. I'm telling you. I'm getting goosebumps.
And that's the thing is the experience speaks for itself. People are talking about it, and everybody that was there knows they got to get a ticket and come. And so Father's Day, June 21st.
Midtown Ballroom.
Midtown Ballroom.
Doors open.
4. Starts at 5.
All right, do you have any ending statements you want to say to either fans of martial arts or to potential sponsors or people just watching?
No, I mean, honestly, this is venture into business. If you're a business owner, man, just believe in yourself. I think that's really I love this. I love what you're doing. The community in Central Garden is amazing. Thank you to everyone that's believed in me and helped us from day one, like Higher Ground Moving and all the people that just believe in what I'm doing. So yeah, believe in yourself, because if you really are passionate about what you love, people will jump on board and help you out. And if you love jiu-jitsu, check me out, Choke Grappling. Come help me out. I'll get you involved.
Perfect. Well, Steven, I really appreciate you taking the time with me. Do a little sit down.
Yeah.
Oos.
That's me.